Hey everyone, FPS Chadley here. So I've been meaning to do this. I posted this a while ago on my community tab on my channel, like 3 months ago. I wanted to get people's questions to do like a Q&A type video, and I forgot about it until a few weeks ago, so then I uploaded that video asking for your questions. So let's get into it. Mad Cobra asks, let's say we are a surface ship and there are enemy subs in the area. We drop active sonar buoys to find the subs. Sonar buoys sends out sound in all directions. Can that sound wave hit our ship and make enemy subs see the sound wave that reflect off our ship, in real life or in game? Will the subs not even need that because of ship's own sound? Okay, so there's two questions there. The first part, can the sound wave hit our ship and make enemy subs see the sound wave? I would say yeah, potentially. Is it likely? No. First of all, sonobuoys don't have that much power behind their pings, so that energy is going to dissipate really quickly. Second of all, sonars are tuned to certain frequencies. If you got something like an active intercept, that's going to listen for all frequencies, but if you're setting out an active ping, you need to make sure you're getting the proper frequency back to... I feel like I should probably know the physics on this off the top of my head, but they're sending out and wanting to receive at a certain frequency, so that you make sure your data is right and that what you're seeing is actually there and the size of it and everything. So in theory, yes. In practicality, no. Definitely not in game. That's not the way it's modeled in game. But to the second part of your question, would subs even need that because of ship's own sound? The answer is yeah, they wouldn't need that. They'd be able to just hear the ship. Moosey asks, what's the most difficult thing that gets in your way constantly? For me, it's my health that keeps me bedridden and my depression. Sorry to hear that. How do you work around it to make such wonderful work? Well, first, thank you. The most difficult thing that gets in my way constantly, I would say, would be my sense of perfectionist. I would consider myself a perfectionist. And that's only a problem if you don't have enough motivation, because then that becomes procrastination. But like, for example, my Atomic Age channel that I'm hoping to finally get a video posted on that before the year is out. Part of the reason I haven't really started that is because the perfectionism. I want it to be great. I want it to be perfect. I know it's not going to be perfect. I just have to start. But that can be a big hindrance for me, is overcoming the fact that stuff won't be perfect and you just got to do it at some point. Just got to pick it up and do it. Sometimes for me too, it can get to certain points where it feels like I'm doing a game just because I'm supposed to, not necessarily because I'm enjoying it. It's not to say I don't like it, but you need a break from everything at some point in your life. Even stuff you love, you need a break from. So that can be an issue too. That's why I generally still do all these playthroughs that don't get many views, comparatively speaking, to like Dangerous Waters and Cold Waters, and that's because I enjoy them thoroughly. But there's a good solid chunk of you guys that watch them still and comment them, and keeps me going on those. But yeah, I do those small ones because they make me happy. And every now and then a video from those gets really popular, like I did Hail to the King Deathbat, which is a random cell phone game, and my first video for that was like 20,000 views, and I got a follow 3 video with like 20,000 views, so it ends up working out. It's good to just kind of dabble in and out, see what can happen, and they're fun to play. The Blank 231 asks, do you ever get smelly feet? Sure, everyone gets smelly feet. I don't think my feet are particularly smelly. A good way to prevent smelly feet is to make sure you always wear socks with your shoes. Salo T asks, did you watch Heapler's DCS F-14 reveal? How hyped are you for that one? XD. I'm pretty excited for that. My uncle flew F-14s for the Navy. I would at some point like to try and do a full interview with him, because he also flies for Delta and he's flown so many different kinds of planes. That would be a great interview to do. And he's also freaking hilarious. People in Discord have been showing me this video. I need to watch it. It's on my watch later. But yeah, I'm excited for that one. Pilot Rio. I'll do it all, whatever. 2 guys asked about community Dangerous Waters games. Tristan Spence says, I like the idea of large public Dangerous Waters game. And Rupert says, will you be interested in doing a community Dangerous Waters game? Yeah, we can do that kind of stuff, sure. We could take a Saturday. It would have to be like one of those all-day streams again, because if people don't have their Dangerous Waters set up, it's like herding cats getting that stuff going, man, because there's so many bugs and glitches getting that set up for multiplayer. So we'll do that at some point. When I set that up, I'll have to try and make some videos to try and help everyone get their multiplayer set up, because otherwise we're going to be sitting there for like 3 hours getting it queued up. Dangerous Waters multiplayer, it could be so. multi-station would make it more enjoyable for me. My issue with Dangerous Waters multiplayer is that it can take 3 hours to get into position just to be like bullshitted by some random torpedo, and that's frustrating. And then it can take like 3 hours to get a mission started. The multiplayer is very buggy, you can get kicked at any time. You can't get back into a match, you gotta restart the match. So it's mostly like procedural reasons that Dangerous Waters multiplayer annoys me. Chris5685 says, "So I'd love to see you and your friends playing some multiplayer Arma in the future, like the Liberation campaigns you did. Will it happen? Of course. Also, I'd like to thank you for your content. Your style really shows that one doesn't need to behave like a certain Swedish millionaire YouTuber to be entertaining." Yes, thank you. Oh yeah, there'll definitely be more Arma 3 multiplayer videos. Arma 3 is great. I enjoy that game thoroughly. Because you get enough of the simulation, and also enough of you can get into action really quickly. And first-person shooters are my resident domain, hence FPS Chasley. In case you didn't know, that little bit of trivia for you there. Naum asks, what would you tell to your younger self? Oh boy, I'm very introspective here. I would say, don't worry so much about what people think about you, because no one cares about you. And I don't mean that in a mean way, I just mean like, back when I was young, I was very self-conscious that people were like judging me, when really you just gotta go in and do things, like nothing bad's gonna happen. And if it does, well then you probably did something wrong. No, I mean besides like going up to someone and calling them a schmuck or like punching them in the face, just do things. Like, it's much more, I feel like this also applied like how I thought girls were viewing me, because I would never want to do stuff because I wouldn't want to look weird. But that can actually be like an extreme benefit to look weird, because it means you got like a sense of humor. I think Chris Rock has a bit talking about how like you can have like the best physical relationship with someone and you'll get a divorce like 3 months later, but if your partner's like the funniest person you ever know, like you'll frickin' stay through them being like a murdering coke addict or something like that. I think that's it for all the questions. So yeah, thank you guys for asking these questions. If you didn't get a chance to ask a question but would now like to ask one, feel free to post in the comments below or join my Discord. Both are viable means I will respond to your questions. I tend to respond to every single comment I get. And yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. See you guys later. Have a good one. As always, good hunting.